We do have Brent, who wants to talk to us from New Mexico. Now we're going to be switching gears here because Brent wants to talk to us about HAARP and weather control. I was trying to call in earlier. Brent, you are live on Truth Wanted now. What's going on?
Well, I mean, yeah, I wanted to bring the show back on topic, but I can't believe that I have to follow up John's deconversion. That's messed up.
Yeah, that's rough.
I've been following
I know, bud. I know. Listen,
John's story is just wild, and the proof is in the pudding. So I've heard some pretty foul stuff come out of him, and I really hope it sticks and he continues to search. But yeah, I didn't really want to follow up after that.
Don't have experience. I didn't know that.
Was a project, the High Altitude Aerial Research Project.
Mm-hmm.
What's that?
Oh, no, go ahead. The delay, brother. The delay is pretty bad, Brent.
But I agree with you. It is a hard act to follow. Okay, I don't envy your position, really Brent. But yeah, go ahead.
Thank you. All love to John. I really hope it's earnest. But so yeah, there was the High Altitude Aerial Research Project. I think it was up in Alaska, and it was running for I think most of the 90s and most of the aughts. And it was the idea of using electromagnetic waves. I think it was microwaves, and they would broadcast it upwards, and it would heat up the ionosphere. And there was this great conspiracy theory running around out there that this was the way they were controlling the weather to prevent hurricanes from hitting the United States. And in the best post hoc ergo propter hoc I think I've ever heard, as soon as they shut down the program, we had one of our worst hurricane seasons in like a while. And it is just a wonderful example of how conspiracy theorists will use anything that they can grab onto. And these conspiracy theories go hand in hand, right? The Elders of Zion, whatever nonsense, and the weather control. I mean, think about Jewish space lasers. So I just wanted to bring up that like these things weave together. This is not an isolated incident. This is anti-science. This is the conspiratorial mindset. And also it's an honor to be on with you, Dan, because I feel like I'm preaching to the choir and learning from the master on this one.
Listen, one thing you should know is HAARP is still active. Like they've been under control for so there's been different programs at HAARP.
Real then.
This is how you know I'm in too deep. So HAARP is like has been as a research facility, different people have done research with it, right? So it's had different sort of people coming in and out. But the thing with HAARP is like because they are so remote and because they do work for the they've done research for the national government. Not everything they've done has been public. And so whenever you have a thing that's not public, like people just freak out. It's like Area 51, right? Like, oh, wait, what are they doing? What's happening? And then you have the people who say, oh, I used to work at such and such, and this is what's going on. And I knew a guy and he said, and so one thing about conspiracy theories, as you mentioned, right, is that.
Yeah. And I love that. Oh, the Area 51 was a huge thing. Yeah. Yeah, the Area 51 was a huge thing, and then it came out that that's where we were actually testing the stealth fighters that were later like seen in person, and everyone was like, "Well, no, it's still aliens." Yeah, it's just there's nothing that's going to satisfy their conspiratorial mindset. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Please go ahead.
No, it's okay. The delay's bad today, but we're working through it, folks. We're working through it. Yes. So the thing about HAARP and all this stuff is that there is a conspiracy. People who believe in conspiracy theories are a market. They are a market, right? It's very rare that you meet somebody who's really into one theory and just that theory and not into anything else, right? So these conferences, these book writers, they're just like the atheist community, where one person knows another person and kind of knows another person. They're a bit insular. And so the folks that talk about HAARP, they're also talking about, as you mentioned, the protocols of the Elders of Zion, which is a Nazi piece that was basically written from the perspective of Jewish people supposedly taking over the world. That absolutely isn't true. Right. So yeah, like you look at posts like Marjorie Taylor Greene talking about Jewish space lasers, and you wonder where that's coming from, but they all share the same seeds. Like it's coming from this same sort of community that's peddling this kind of stuff and profiting off of it. It's not just for nothing, right? But anyway,
it's you, Alex Jones.
Yeah.
No, absolutely. So, I mean, I don't really necessarily like the seed analogy, but like it's a spider web, right? It's these weird little corners of internet conspiracy theory, racism, eugenics, whatever, pick your different thing. And they sort of work their way and connect each other. And of course, you're right. Like, it's follow the money. Like, how else do you explain it? Yeah, no, it's really interesting. No, thanks, Dan. Sorry, Chris.
I'd like to throw a wrench in the little conversation if I could, though, just for fun. Can I be fun? Let's be fun. I want to be naughty for a minute.
Yeah.
I actually believe it's because I'm a scientist. I'm actually a transhumanist, if you know what that is. And I love science and I love the possibility of technology. I believe it's scientifically and technically possible to control the weather on the planet. All of it. I don't see why. I mean, eventually. Now, can we do that now? No. Can the government from the 1960s and 70s that built HAARP? No. I'm just saying, I think technologically, why wouldn't it be possible with enough technology, science, and so forth? 200 years from now, 150 years from now?
Yeah, sure. No, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, when you look at the advancement and the acceleration of technology, you start looking at Kardashev scales, and Kardashev scale 0, and then Kardashev scale 1, and we started controlling literally the weather because we have control of that enough energy. Sure, yes. Is it possible? I don't know. Will we get there? Fuck, I don't.
Yeah.
That's a different conversation for a different show.
Yeah, I just wanted to throw that wrench in there, though. Yeah. I don't believe it. I don't believe that we are doing it. I don't believe anybody's out there actively controlling the weather. I'm just saying, technically, scientifically, I think it's possible. I want to ask real quick. That sounds like a familiar voice. That's Brant A from New Mexico, right?
Yeah. That's me. Yep, I'm short king, you giant man.
I actually have met this caller in person. I'm not as tall as Dan, but I've met him. And I happen to notice we've got normally on my show, the Daily Atheist Morning Show, I really spend a lot of time calling out the chat, the people in the chat and talking to them. And to not do so has just been painful for me. But we've got a lot of members, a lot of jam followers from the show are here tonight. Thank you, Brent. And sorry, and all you other wonderful people who I have not gotten to say hello to. John Hudson, Ember, everybody out there who normally I shout out whenever I run a show. Sorry. Thank you all for joining us. But yeah, Brent, nice to talk to you. Oh yeah, see, Dan, I'm 6'3".
Yeah, thank you. It's good to talk to you too. And yeah, Dan, that.
Go ahead, Brent.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. He's 6'3". I have no idea how tall you are, Dan. I'm just, normal size. You guys are weird, but that's fine.
He's a normal human.
I was going to say, thank you for the insight to this idea of the interconnectedness, especially with the feed in of the money, the conferences. I didn't even think about the conferences. That's amazing. So I guess to wrap it up, HAARP isn't real, but it's still active. And yeah, there are 3-letter and 4-letter and 5-letter agencies, and conspiracy theorists are always going to feed into that, aren't they?
100%. Definitely agree with that, especially when it comes to another big thing with HAARP is government spending, right? People, a big thing with HAARP was that, the funding for it is the same funding that goes to DARPA and other military projects. And so that's part of the reason why people say it's like a weapon and stuff, right? So anytime the government isn't telling people something, there's always going to be conspiracies around it, whether there's legitimate reasons or not for the government not to make something public. It's going to be there, and there's going to be people that profit off of it. I mean, that's an inevitable thing, like death and taxes, I think. So that's my take on it. Any closing thoughts there, Chris?
No, a sucker born every minute. P.T. Barnum kind of, maybe we're just not. I'm just saying, Dan, we're not casting our nets in the right department. There are a lot of gullible people out there.
Listen, I've thought about this so much. Listen, because it's I've got you and I, we have precedent online. Okay, we wouldn't just be coming out of the woodwork. We've got us on the other side to be look, I was an atheist, but now, dude, I believe in God, and HAARP is creating lasers that are going to be shooting at people. I don't know.
We
it could have happened. Yeah, one day when I'm desperate for money and I need to make it work. That'll be my change of heart.
Yeah.
But for now, I'm okay doing this for free.
Can you imagine how absolutely set for life Ken Ham would be, or Kent Hovind would be, if they actually stepped across the line? If they said, you know what, you've convinced me, and they just came over, they'd never work again. They'd have books they could write.
Kent Hovind as guest on Atheist Experience. Right? Talking to him about that'd be sick. That'd be so cool. But they'll never do it. They'll never do it.
No, but I mean, just imagine Ken Hovind deconstructing like John did. And then, that would be crazy. Not that he would really do it. I'm just doing it for the money.
Right. That's the money in atheism, famously really good in the atheist activist world, right? Super good, which is why we get paid so much to do this show. Brant, normally I give you a chance to give your final thoughts. I'll let you go. We are having some delays tonight, so I'm just gonna cut you off here in just a second. But thank you for calling, and thanks for chiming in. We do appreciate it, and I hope you do call in again.
Thanks so much,
at some other time.
See you.
Yeah, have a great one.